Alrighty. This could be the. Assuming that this is our last and final parallel experience here. Um, this route here, the annihilation route, as they called it, was in fact pretty. Had lost absolutely everybody, including himself. Um, we heard Iris say that there's parallel worlds, that they exist at the end, which we're already aware of, but and this game's been a lot of fun though. It's so many twists and turns. Then a man entered Saito, who was in number 89's body. So we're gonna be held against our will here, against number 89. He just killed Renju, and I would assume that he's going to be forcing us to sync with him so he can get his body back here. But in this timeline, we still have hope, right? Because I believe that Iris is still alive, because I think he kidnapped her, number 89, so she's, I guess, somewhere in the warehouse here. Renju just died, but So is still alive, I believe. Renju and Shoko are the only ones that have deceased, I think, in this timeline. Yeah, this is where Iris is kidnapped. We lost Hitomi in the annihilation route yesterday in the last video. I was planning on that route there to agree and just give Saito his body back, but I went with disagree first. It didn't seem to matter. He blew up Hitomi with the bomb, regardless. But I don't know. Now, the best thing that can come out of this for me, I don't know if this is my theory. I mean, I don't know what will happen, but I would like to see somehow for Iris to be saved. I don't know if that's going to happen, or if we'll have maybe the option, the choice, because I still don't know how the endings work in this game, if we get multiple endings or what. But Monica's body was preserved. I don't know if there's maybe some way that we could use Monica's body somehow, but maybe if there's some way that we can save Iris, maybe by somehow giving her our body, either whether that be number 89 or whatever, somehow to save Iris from this tumor that she has, because she deserves something more than what she's gotten. I mean, it feels like the problem is everything's for nothing. If Iris dies, her mother Monica's already dead. I mean, there has to be. They got to give us something, kind of to hope. Iris has died in like literally every timeline except like maybe one. It'd be nice to see her be able to keep on, even if it was even at the sacrifice of Date. But I guess let's begin. Kind of nervous. Started playing this back in November or December of 2019. I took a long break, but I think part of it was I just didn't want to see it to end. I have a habit of that with games. So, um, it can't be worse than the timeline we did in the last one, so let's see what happens, I guess. Kind of nervous, but we'll just get it started.
You're awake.
Damn it!
I don't think you can release yourself.
Well, do something about it.
What is it you expect me to do?
Come out of my eye socket and get this off of me!
I cannot.
Why not?
My body has short-circuited. It must have been the electric currents from earlier.
Gah.
But fortunately, my communication functions are still operational. I attempted to reach HQ and Abyss personnel for support.
And?
They're not gonna help us.
No response.
They ignored you?
There must be pressure from the higher-ups. Likely a result of Congressman Tsujima's interference.
There's no way So.
Investigating Monika's case.
There's no way So gets off scot-free from all of this in the end.
That is not the only reason. So Tsujima holds a personal grudge against you. He wants you dead. That is likely why Pewter is attempting to delete my data.
Are you okay?
For now. But if they breach my final layer of ice, they will destroy me. I would cease to exist.
You're... Saito Tsujima.
Oh, so you figured it out.
Renju's body on the ground. Without his left eye. You were inside Renju, weren't you? Until just now? You used the machine to exchange minds, then got rid of his body.
Close, but you're a little off. I didn't get rid of the body. He died of natural causes. But what interests me more is you. How do you know you can use the sync machine to exchange minds?
I wonder who this last person is.
The way you're talking makes me think you know why I took out his left eye.
But how? How do I know that? Why do I know that? Why do I know these?
The current. Did it unlock your memories? Then tell me, this body was originally...
We know.
Mine.
That means your body...
This is your body, isn't it, Saito?
The words came out easily. I don't know why. But in a moment of partial realization, I knew. I'm right now igniting. This body is mine, and my body is Saito's.
Well, if you know that much, then this should be easy. Give me back my body.
Medical chemicals. Medical simulation mannequin.
Hey, how about a little help here?
What are you doing?
This guy isn't much help. I can't do anything like this. Keep it in the humor. Man, I really hope we can save Iris, man. I mean, come on. I want Date to live too. And Hitomi. Too many people have died. Something... You have to... I don't know that it's a manual. Renju. I don't believe it. Renju ain't gonna make it out alive, though. Clearly. We're gonna get our way out of this somehow. Where are Iris and Hitomi?
Don't worry, I haven't killed them yet.
Yet?
The brain you are currently occupying has an interesting quirk. It releases a flood of dopamine and endorphins when it kills. I thought I'd take that brain back before killing those two. In front of you, of course. Which is why I haven't killed them yet. Such beautiful eyes. I was going to begin the sync, but I think I've changed my mind. I want to see you mad. But what will really set you off?
If you don't shut your mouth right now...
All right, talking it is. What should I say? Do you have any questions for me?
It's early Wednesday morning. Shoko was killed last Friday. That was day 1, which makes today day 6. For 5 days, what was Saito up to? I decided to ask him what he did every day until now. Day 1. Saito explained what he did on Friday. At 4 a.m., Saito began... Oh, he's not going to tell us. We're just going to read it. Saito began his plan against Shoko. He called Renju to this abandoned factory and switched bodies with him. He hasn't went on quite the killing spree that he did in the last one, but... Thankfully. But he still killed these two so far. I thought he was in... Well, he was in Rohan's body before, wasn't he? I think. That was the other timeline, though. After taking Renju's body, Saito killed Shoko, then brought the body to Bloom Park. But as he explained it to me, I somehow felt that I already knew. I didn't understand why. I felt like it was being etched into my brain.
I was still in Renju's body. My next target was Iris. If I asked her to come to the abandoned factory, I knew she would be skeptical, so I called her to Sunfish Pocket. Video called her. But for some reason, she said no. This was around 5 p.m. I was still Renju, the president of Lemniscate. I didn't think I would have any trouble getting her to trust me, but...
Date, do you remember? Saturday evening after syncing with Mizuki. Inside the Somnium.
Right.
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris.
Right.
The time was 4:52 p.m., right before Renju called Iris. You told her.
You didn't even want me to call her. I
Okay,
remember.
don't go anywhere. Lock the door and stay at home.
Iris didn't accept Saito's proposition because of your warning. If you did not warn her...
She would have been taken here.
Wow.
I decided to pick her up in Renju's car. I thought that if she saw me in person, she would trust me. However...
You got in an accident around 6:10 p.m. and lost consciousness.
So unlucky. My plans were ruined. But my ultimate goal is still achievable. So it's all good.
Day 3.
After the accident, my body was taken to Central Hospital.
As Renju.
I regained consciousness just past 12 a.m. Sunday. The surgery was a success, but Renju's organs were in a horrible state.
That's why he died of natural cause.
But I had somewhere to be. I left the hospital, rented a car, and headed to Iris's house.
The way this fucker talks, man.
I know what happened after that. You got to the Sagan household at 2 a.m. You pushed the intercom button.
He was sweating buckets and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me."
You got Iris to come with you. But when you tried to bring her here...
I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Oh, you know that too? But you're exactly right. I was planning to put her to sleep in the car, but I didn't have my drugs on me. The sleeping pills were inside Renju's crushed car.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly as they planned and like they did in the first time, did they, for you?
I was pushing my luck. My plan and my body were both in shambles. I'm sure the painkillers were affecting me as well. My mind was scrambled, and I couldn't think straight. I couldn't chase after her. I needed to sleep. I managed to make it back here and collapsed on the ground. Next thing I knew was the next day. I woke up around noon on Monday. Renju's body was about to expire.
Day 4?
By Monday, Renju's body was almost completely dead.
You knew you had to switch quick.
And of course, my consciousness as well.
That's when you broke out number 89.
That's when I got a call. From a Mr. Amanoma. The man you call Pewter.
I knew the story after that.
The boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?"
So Peter came up with a plan to help number 89 escape. Rohan, as number 89, got into the car with Saito as Renju and fled from the police. Rohan. So number 89 was Rohan because number 89, that's us. We got his personality, right? Rohan as number 89. Right, okay. It's confusing. Why did you want number 89 to escape?
When I heard that number 89 was coming to Abyss HQ,
You thought this was the perfect plan to get rid of Renji's body.
I came up with a plan. Iris trusts this number 89, this body. I thought I could use it to get to her. And there was another reason. I planned on eventually switching bodies with you. You and I would get our original bodies back. And after I do that, I will kill Iris and Hitomi.
I wonder if Mizuki's gonna swoop in and help us, right? I mean, where's Mizuki? Come on, Mizuki.
In front of you, while you're in this body.
She's gotta show up.
A rather nice plan, if I do say so myself. That's why I asked Pewter to help number 89 escape. I wanted this body at all costs.
Why was Shoko's rental phone in the horse?
Oh, right. I put that there. When I was fixing Shoko's body, I forgot that I had given her one. I didn't want to take it with me, and I didn't want to toss it away. So, I decided to push it into the mouth of the horse.
The merry-go-round horse's mouth was hollow, which allowed the phone to fall down into its body.
Oh boy. What happened after you escaped with number 89 in the car?
I brought Rohan, who was inside number 89's body, to the abandoned factory. Rohan was my partner in the Cyclops serial killings 6 years ago.
Ugly bastard.
So naturally, we had a lot to talk about.
Well,
But I didn't have much time left. Not to sound like a broken record, but Renju's body was almost done. It was completely useless at this point. So, I put Rohan to sleep and began the sync. As a result, this happened.
Renju.
It's just like I told you. He died of natural causes.
I know what's gonna happen. Somehow Mizuki's gonna get here, and she's gonna get here when we've done switched bodies, and then we're gonna have to convince Mizuki that we are, even though that we switched bodies and she thinks that we're Date in Date's body, we're gonna have to convince her otherwise, or something. Maybe that's what's gonna happen. That's just a wild theory, but that would be an interesting ending. Mizuki comes and then we convince her as number 89 that we're the real one. And she saves the day. That's what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens. I hope that's what happens. Come on, Mizuki, save the day. Come on, she's gotta help. See, I'm setting myself up for disappointment because then that won't happen and then I'll be upset. I like that ending. It kind of sounds a little cliche, but I'll work with it. About the shooting on Monday.
Just mercenaries I hired. After I woke up Monday, I arranged the hit. They were expensive, but I had access to Renju's bank account. I paid them with his money.
Of course.
course. My intention was only to kidnap Iris. But after I got this body, I didn't really need them anymore. But they had already been paid good money, so I decided to leave the arrangements as they were. And then, Pewter. I told him about Iris and hiring the assassins. I told him he could use them for whatever he needed. And he acted on his own, without consulting me.
So that's Peter's doing there? Day 5?
I called Iris about 24 hours ago. Tuesday at 1:40 a.m., I started a video chat with Iris. Long time no see. I'm sorry to call you out of the blue like this, but I need to see you. Iris got so excited that she dropped her guard. I told her where to meet, and she agreed right away. It was all according to plan. I knew that if I looked like him, she would do anything.
I've been looking for him for 6 years.
I see.
She trusts them most.
That is why Iris left Matsushita Diner.
So the person she trusts most.
You, Date. Number 89's current body was originally yours.
After Iris got into the car, I put her to sleep. I restrained her and called Hitomi.
Where are you, Mizuki? Help!
I have your daughter. Don't call the police or she dies.
I used Iris to reel in Hitomi. And you. Thanks for being so cooperative. But you did drag your feet. I was getting tired of waiting.
About Monica's murder. Operating table. About her murder 18 years ago.
I was only 12. But I remember it vividly.
Probably your first kill.
On that day, 18 years ago, I heard my dad on the phone. I'm going to see Monica. I got into a taxi and followed my dad's car. He went to the Harbor Warehouse District.
Here we go. I like how he's still dressed in the exact same thing and he looks the same age. Really. Why did you kill her?
I've only ever been happy when I was killing something.
That is the literal definition of a psychopath.
Before Monica, I would kill cats and pigeons. It was the only way I could feel happiness. The only way I could feel anything. But like a drug, I eventually grew a tolerance to it. Next, I'll kill a human. That's when I found out about Monica. That woman took my dad from me.
Your dad was never a dad. He's a piece of shit. I think you're even a bigger one.
And she stole all the happiness from my house.
You said yourself you can't experience happiness.
So I chose her as a target. I was born with a brain disorder. I can't secrete oxytocin from my pituitary gland.
Well, you could get some sort of a drug for that, like we do.
And I didn't have
As
a mother.
doctor.
Not a real one, I mean. My mom died giving birth to me. So, naturally, my emotions toward my dad were complicated.
What's going on with this?
Sometimes I think, if I didn't kill Monica, would things be different? Maybe the murders 6 years ago never would have happened.
It all looks like the same woman, just with different haircuts.
Me, you, Rohan. Maybe none of us would have gotten mixed up in this. And maybe Shoko Nadami never would have gotten killed. Isn't destiny a curious thing? One mistake can change so many lives.
No remorse.
Sorry, I don't have anything else to say to you. And even I'm growing tired of seeing that twisted, angry face of yours. So, shall we get started?
Mizuki!
Give me my body back.
It's gotta be something. You can have the damn body back. We ain't gonna let it get that far.
Fake eye.
Is he gonna digest
well.
it? Oh! Is it that easy?
All right.
He's not
it's
even.
ready.
He's not even groaning. He just pulled his fucking eye out. Come on, I have faith that Mizuki is going to get into this warehouse and she's going to rescue us. Somebody has to help. Or Iris or somebody. It would make sense if it was Mizuki.
This is the sink room. That was... Damn it, why can't I wake up? This doesn't look like footage from a surveillance camera.
We gotta do this without Iva. Search Konami Date. Date Konami Abyss Special Agent. Verify identity.
What?
Did I verify identity? Well, that was easy.
Am I being synced?
Oh, I see. Exit. Monitor.
A door. Sync?
Oh, we have unlimited time. I just noticed. We can run around.
Sync?
Touch, erase. Check.
Without Iba, I can't figure anything out.
Investigate knife.
What? Damn it, what is this?
Rohan, number 89.
Go to the sync room, huh? It's a sync machine.
understand any of it.
Me? What was he doing?
Seal. Fix, investigate, pull off, press down.
Sink here. Sink here. Again.
Is there...
A door? What is this? This wasn't here before.
I don't know if I'm doing anything right.
This is...
Help me! Help me!
What?
blood. The picture! Blood. It's a pool of blood. I don't know anything else. Blood. Damn. Oh, this... It's them! You're... It's just a mirror. You're...
Touch, knockdown, hit.
You're... I can't. I just can't do it. You're... I touched it, but nothing happened.
So we gotta hit it.
You're... Damn, nothing.
It's my original eye, right?
Damn it!
I'm just as confused as you are, Date.
That's it. Just a little more. I'm sinking. I can't stop it.
Come on, Date.
What do I do?
No. If we switch bodies, that's alright. It may be inevitable.
What is this?
We can take care of him after we switch.
Ah! That was...
I don't understand. D6 Date A acquired? What? Falco? I am more confused.
I did it! I did it! Oh, this feeling! I'm back. I got it all back! This fake eye is awful. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing. I think I'll keep it. This prototype machine has a special function. The body I am transferring my consciousness into will receive a stimulant. The other body receives a sedative. You will be feeling it soon. Oh, but don't worry.
Fuck you, Saito.
Like I told you earlier, my
Somebody's
plan is
gonna
to
help
kill
me.
Iris and Hitomi in front of you. So I can't be killing you right away. You will watch them die, and then you will follow in their footsteps.
You still have one person to meet. The game's not over yet. Saito and Iris. Date synced with Iris. Just wanted to read this. I know I'm kind of... Date synced with Iris after Renju's body was found in Sunfish Pocket. However, at the time, Saito was or could have been in Iris's body. Why didn't he try to get his body back then? If the sync had continued past the 6-minute time limit, he could have done just that. But remember what Saito and Boss's body said about journeys. A journey only truly ends when you come back home. Saito wasn't done murdering just yet. He didn't want his journey to come to an end. He still had more victims in mind. Ivan's gonna save us.
You should be honored.
I should be honored. My body won't move. My vision is getting hazy. My consciousness was melting away, clarity fading. I don't know what happened. I can only watch as it unfolded in front of me. The scene that played before my eyes left me dumbfounded. It was a fragment of my memory, lost all those years ago. A piece of my past, buried deep in my subconscious. The Iris?
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pat it, poke it, fill it with fruit. paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! I win! I win! Yay! Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
Iris, remember when you asked me what your stage name should be? How about A-Set?
A-Set?
That's right. I thought of that name. This is when I taught Iris about her name. Greek and Egyptian mythology. Is this gonna end sadly? Greek and Egyptian mythology.
A-Set. It's pretty. I love it.
You see that flower over there? It's a very special flower that blooms in the cold. A winter iris. Just like the iris from Greek mythology.
She's the messenger goddess. And the goddess of rainbows, too.
That's right. That's why the iris means good news and hope.
Good news. Hey, Uncle. You met Mommy at this shrine, right? When am I gonna hear good news from you two?
What?
When will Uncle be my dad?
Hmm.
The Okonomiyaki War.
Iris drew it.
Like a food fight or something.
She must have really enjoyed herself. She even said that she wanted to do it again soon.
Yeah, we should. We'll do it whenever she likes. Maybe even every day.
Oh, you. Every day?
Hitomi, do you want to live together? The three of us?
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
People are going to talk.
I don't care about that one bit.
Well then, hypothetically, what if Iris and I were being hunted down by a secret organization?
Well, I'd defend you, of course.
What if they're zombies?
Zombies?
Remember when we went to that haunted house and you were clinging to my arm?
Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. Because it was dark and it came out of nowhere. But fine. I don't care if it's zombies or aliens or whatever else. I will defend you and Iris with my life.
Thank you. Well then? My answer is yes.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing. One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them.
Dotte's not gonna make it out of this.
Should be simple, no?
This is...
Now I understand. I understand why Rohan can occur one of these two dead. So Sajima asked Rohan to take Monica's corpse deep in the mountains, where no one would find it. Rohan found out that Tomi knew about it. He also found out that Monica had given birth to a child. If the media got a hold of it, Congressman Sajima would be ruined. That information would no doubt lead to discovering Monica's murder. So and Saito would be arrested immediately. And that investigation would lead straight to Rohan. But Rohan never told So about Hitomi and Iris. I don't know why not. Maybe he decided it wasn't important enough to mention. He played it close to the chest, made to know bases only. That way there'd be no loose ends. That's why Rohan hired the assassin Falco, meaning me, to kill Hitomi and Iris.
You got it? I want you on this right away. If you could do it in 2, maybe 3 days, that would be great. Good luck.
Of course I couldn't go through with it. But if I didn't kill them, someone else would. I was sure of it. I needed a plan. How could I get out of the organization and keep them safe? But I couldn't think of anything. I didn't know what to do. I needed advice. I'm an old friend.
I see. I hear some pretty crazy confessions in my line of work, but this one takes the cake. But don't worry, all right? You could have told me you were being attacked by Martians and I still would have believed you.
The truth is, Boss and I were both in the same rookie class of police recruits in her 20s. She's older than me. Although, wait. Falco isn't our age. He's... early 40s, okay. Right.
So, can you help me?
I do have one idea.
Huh?
Have you heard of the new investigation department, Abyss? I was put in command there.
Boss explained Abyss and sinking to me.
The sync machine is normally used to look inside someone's head, but it does have another function. You can technically use it to swap bodies.
Swap bodies?
Right. So if we use that...
What do you mean?
I mean, switch bodies with Rohan. The new you will be Rohan, chairman of the Kumakuras. Then you can send out an order. No one lays a finger on Hitomi and Iris.
What about Rohan? Won't he be in my body?
Just get rid of it, I guess.
Get rid of it?
I don't know about that, Boss.
You can take this opportunity to get rid of Falco once and for all. No one will know what really happened. No one will ever find out that a police officer was moonlighting as an assassin. It's two birds with one stone, right?
She made a good point. And I had no reservations about giving up my body. Even if it meant, I guess, not being with Iris and Hitomi anymore, it was worth it. My body had soaked in so much blood over the years. I was almost glad to be rid of it. But I did have a single regret. With my body switched, I couldn't show myself to Hitomi or Iris. I would never be able to see them again. But I didn't care. As long as they were safe.
All right. Leave everything to me. Hayato Yagyu.
That was my real name? Hayato?
Boss, how did you bring in Rohan Kumakura?
I made up some charges and had the cops take him in.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine. Because he's about to switch bodies.
See, that's what we saw in
Rohan
the
has been
Somnium.
put to sleep. He will not be waking up for a while.
Remember, to get your consciousness to fully transfer.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Stay in Somnium for more than 6 minutes. Right.
We're counting on you.
Let us begin. 3, 2, 1.
Stop! Please. Help me. Help me.
You're...
It's... me.
Rohan?
Did you forget your own idea?
God, he's so ugly.
Does that mean...
I'm Hayato Yagyu.
Hayato Yagyu.
The switch worked. And there's been a breakthrough in the case.
I know. You don't have to say it.
regarding the Cyclops serial killings, right?
How did you know?
We can monitor what happens in the Somnium from this room.
Boss and Peter explained. It wasn't just one Cyclops serial killer. There were two. One was Rohan, and the other was Saito Sejima. The sync revealed everything.
We should ask him about it.
Good idea. When Rohan wakes up, we'll interrogate him.
Whew.
Huh? What? Peter, where is he?
How would I know?
This is bad.
A little convenient, but okay. They just get away.
Hey, which way did Rohan go?
Huh?
Kagami.
Rohan's standing right there.
No, it's not.
No, this isn't Rohan!
Yagyu! Where is Yagyu? Where did he go?
Oh, him. He just left.
What?
Why didn't you stop him?
What do you mean? He's a detective. He said he wanted to leave, so I opened the door.
No, don't tell me.
I shot out of the room like a bullet. I had a bad feeling. An awful, terrible feeling down to the bones. I knew where he was headed. I ran out to the parking lot, got in a car, and floored it.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here at this hour?
Such beautiful eyes.
Oh, stop. You're always flattering me. Anyway, come on in.
And then he
I'll make
shot
us
her?
some tea.
That's where Rohan come in, boss.
You bastard!
No! Stop!
No.
Stop right there!
That's how we had to endure a long, complicated surgery. But she survived. But it came at a price. She was left with a permanent injury. She lost all use of her right hand. Thanks to the bullet I fired from my own gun. I said nothing. I got up and left the hospital room. And I left all my memories with her. At night, I visited the Kumakura building and called them all together.
Everyone, listen up. Hitomi Sagan and her daughter Iris are untouchable from this day forward. If any of you lay a single finger on them, you don't want to know what'll happen to you. Are we clear?
Yes, sir!
I went to So's mansion by boss's request.
Meet with Saito. Figure out the truth behind the Cyclops murders. As long as you're like that, I think he'll be more open with you.
So I went to the Tsujima residence. When I got there, I said, I want to meet Saito, into the intercom. After a while, the gate opened, and Saito himself welcomed me.
What is it you want to talk about?
Is he supposed to be 12? They don't change the character models. Or maybe it was 6 years ago. Never mind, it was 6.
Do you have someone in mind?
Let me think. What'll it be? The 5th murder? The 5th Cyclops killer victim.
Hold on. Could you not refer to us like that?
Why not?
I told you, it's very old-fashioned.
But that's our name.
A name you decided. You even sent that letter without my permission. You said it would throw off their investigation. I don't know how effective it was.
Why did the victim?
That was your idea. I don't understand why you're asking me.
My idea, was it?
Yes. You told me that you suffer from hemispatial neglect. That you can't recognize the right half of your vision. You always eat the left half of your meals and all that. The same is true of the faces of those you've killed. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye. Which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me anyway. You can't recognize faces out of your right eye. Which means you can only see the right half of their faces. And that's why you pull their right eye. That's what you told me anyway.
About Saito and Rohan.
How long has it been since we last met?
That's an odd question.
You ain't got his memory, right?
Humor me.
The first time we met was when I killed Monica. And my father asked you to deal with the body. But we didn't so much as see each other for 12 years after that. Why are you asking me this?
What was the next time we met?
About half a year ago.
And what did I tell you then?
You don't remember?
Remind me.
I remember you showed up rather suddenly. You really want to kill people? I'll find you targets. Just let me keep the eyes. Then we both get what we want. We'll make good partners.
Hey, Saito, could you come with me for a bit?
Where are we going?
There's a place I want to take you.
Really? Is it perhaps the police station?
Suddenly, bodyguards rushed out from inside the mansion. They surrounded me before I could react.
What are you doing?
You aren't the real Rohan Kumakura. I could tell as soon as you opened your mouth. Let's get a change of scenery. Fortunately for you, I am interested in hearing you talk.
This is pretty long-winded, though, I have to say.
Kura showed
I'm
me
gonna
this
take
place.
break. Just a little bit here.